Hey folks, it's PatriotNurse, and in today's segment I want to share with you how to help deal with your back pain. If you're like me, you got either injured or something happened a while back, and getting better has taken a while. So I want to share with you what has come to me through spending lots of thousands of dollars and many hours trying to figure out how to help manage pain. So I'm going to share with you basically what's worked for me, what I hope will work for you, and maybe some suggestions, things you may not have tried before. Because I guarantee you, if you deal with back pain, you're so used to having people say, well, have you tried this? And have you tried this? And oh, this worked for me. And you kind of get to the point where you're like, yep, heard that last month, all of that. So I'm going to share with you basically what's worked for me out of the multiple thousands of dollars that I've spent, and we're going to go from there. So hopefully some of the things that you're noticing right here are a whole bunch of bottles. Now believe me folks, there are about 30 times the amount of bottles not on camera right now that I have gone through, okay? And there's another thing over here that I want to talk to you about. This is probably first off one of the things that's going to help a lot of people. This is called Relaxo Back, okay? And I'll put a link in the description box below. This thing right here, okay, you sit on it and it's actually got a hole that's cut here basically so your coccyx is free and it's not, you know, getting pressed up on it. For those of you who deal with low back pain, sitting in a chair can really make things bad, especially when you're traveling, when you're flying, when you're doing you know, work at the computer. Anything that involves compressing the lower spine is going to cause an increase in pain, or at least it definitely does for me. So this has helped a lot, and again I'll put a link down in the description box below. I want to say it's a little bit less than 40 bucks, but it is money very well spent. Another thing that I want to highlight here with you guys is the cold pack. And of all of the cold packs that I've tried, this particular brand, I'll put a link in the description box below, this has helped me probably more than anything. They stay really cold. There's a blue, but there's also a heavier duty one that is currently in the freezer right now. The black one, they hold cold a very long time. And for those of you who are dealing with nerve pain, like neuropathic pain, compressed discs, anything like that, for me, for my low back pain and also for the neck pain that I've been dealing with, this has helped a lot, okay? And I'll put a link in the description box below for you guys. Okay guys, I want to go over with you some of the supplements that I've found to be helpful and explain why. First off, as far as dealing with actual acute pain, the Salon Pulse patches have helped me a lot. When you're dealing with chronic pain that gets exacerbated, or you've re-injured something, or you've sprained something afresh, the Salon Pulse really help. For me, they worked better, and believe me, like when I say that I was dealing with pain, like being in pain management, being on different medications that I'm not on, thank God, anymore. They're very toxic on your system. For me, this helped more than narcotics did for back pain. And you know, I'm not saying I've got the worst situation here, but let me put it to you this way. We were T-boned high speed, and the injury that I sustained was complex spiral whiplash because I was seat belted in the passenger seat looking behind me at the time of impact, okay? So seat belt back here jacks up your low spine. This is what I've used, and it helps me a lot, especially if I'm traveling. I'll put a link in the description box below. They're the smaller Salon Pulse patches. They're not enough if you're dealing with low back pain that's pretty bad. Get the big ones right here, and I'll put a link in the description box below. This is pretty cool. I found this when I was in Thailand, and it's my favorite as far as referred leg pain, shoulder pain, neck pain, things like that. It's called Siang Pure Oil, and for those of you who've ever used Tiger Balm, this is like Tiger Balm, but better than Tiger Balm, and it's great topically for a whole bunch of different things, including rashes and insect bites, by the way. But it does work very well for muscle aches, pain referred to the legs, etc., from the low back. Okay, let's talk about some of these here real quick. I'm gonna move this back here. I had a student actually refer me to this brand, and it helped me a lot, especially last year. This is Dr. Christopher's, I think, how do they call this? Yeah, the complete tissue and bone mixture here. They've called it something else now, but I'll put a link in the description box below. I took actually high doses, probably about between 12 to 20 pills of this a day, which is maxing out definitely what the indications are for. But let me put it to you this way. I had an area in my neck that had been chronically inflamed and stiff and continually misaligned despite multiple chiropractic interventions. After taking this for a month, I was driving and I felt it snap into place just of its own. It was like a self-adjustment, and I have not had, praise God, I haven't had any issues with it since. So this helped me a lot, especially for those of you who have dealt with injuries and inflammation. That it helped me a lot. Here's also a cayenne pepper topical rub. It will heat you up, pal, but it's really good for those muscles. You can also take take cayenne internally. I will warn you though, there are specific receptors in the heart, capsicum receptors, so if you have any history with heart arrhythmias or anything, I would probably steer away from taking this internally, but definitely the topical rubs helped for sure. Let me hit on a couple of these too. Okay, a lot of times when you're dealing with chronic pain, the stress response in your body just wears your adrenal glands out, okay? This is my favorite adrenal herb supplement, if you will, health supplement. This is from Gaia Herbs, and I'll put a link in the description box below. I felt better overall after taking this for a couple of months. That kind of helps get your system back in order after a prolonged period of stress. So I did find that helpful. Also, the ashwagandha, make sure I say it right, ashwagandha. However you want to say it. This is another sort of a whole body tonic, if you will, and I supplemented these two together. Ashwagandha is, I believe, in this mixture. Yes, it is, but I kind of bumped it up and added a little bit extra. But it does kind of help with the fatigue for those of you who deal with chronic pain and fatigue as a result of back injuries and, you know, having to kind of slough on through the day. It's helped. Also, another product that I've used is the Adrenal Support Tonic from Herb Farm. I found that to be helpful as well. Gaia is my favorite, but some people just have choices. These are pills, and then this is a tincture. So you can put that in your drinks if you want. Okay, now let's talk about the NSAIDs here. This is, of course, the generic brand quick release ibuprofen. Ibuprofen helps some for me, but I guarantee you there are those of you out there, it's like, this is what we use for breakthrough pain. I will give you a warning about this stuff though. It may work short term, but it's very, very rough on your kidneys and your body. So if you have been using it for quite a bit of time, or if you're going through a really rough period, let me encourage you to check out milk thistle. It's a kidney detoxifier, liver detoxifier. It helps basically to undo a lot of the damage done by conventional pharmaceuticals on the body. It's a good thing to consider. If you're looking for another natural way to kind of cut down on inflammation, there's a supplement called Devil's Claw. I believe this is sourced from South Africa. Could be wrong about that. But the long and short of it is, if taken over a long period of time, it can help cut down on pain and decrease inflammation as well. Something to consider is that whenever you're dealing with inflammation and pain, it tends to deplete your body's natural source of endorphins and happy neurotransmitters. 5-HTP is it's a protoserotonin, so basically it helps your body form more serotonin. This is something that you might look into if you're looking at attacking pain from a kind of whole systems standpoint. It helps your body produce more serotonin. And then there's theanine, which helps to reduce anxiety. Some people like to take it before they go to sleep. A lot of people who deal with chronic pain will have their own little forms of anxiety. Not little, but they'll have their own forms of anxiety before they go to bed, because if you're like me, a lot of times it's like, am I going to get a full night's sleep? Am I going to be woken up in the middle of the night? So this can help with dealing with that. Something else to consider as well, a lot of times if you're dealing with leg cramps, leg pain, also period cramps, I would add magnesium supplements ahead of time can be very helpful in cutting down on that. It's also been shown to be of some use in restless leg syndrome as well. So these are just some of the supplements that I've found after spending lots of time and energy and money, and this is definitely what I recommend. So I hope today's video was helpful for you guys. If you deal with chronic pain and struggle with chronic pain, the first thing probably that should be said is that you need a good physical assessment, because a lot of times people are hurting in places that the injury isn't, but it's being referred to. So make sure that you're being seen by somebody who knows how to manage pain. Just to give you a kind of brief rundown of the doctors that I've seen. I've seen orthopedic surgeons, I've seen osteopaths, I've seen chiropractors, I've seen energy medical workers, I've seen far end of the spectrum chiropractic, I've seen nutritional consultants, I've seen whole body nutritional consultants using naturopathic, homeopathic, allopathic, like everything that can possibly have been seen for the most part, except for a witch doctor, which is not going to happen, I've seen. So make sure that you are getting assessed. You don't have to see as many people as I did, for heaven's sakes, but make sure that you got a good physical assessment, because it's important to know, what's going on as a baseline with your body. But everything that I've shown you guys today, I'll put links in the description box below, and I'll label them, so if you want to hop right to a product, like, it's right down there. But I really do hope it's helpful for you guys. I'm at this point 3 years out from the car crash, and it has been a challenge. I recently started dry needling with the chiropractor that I see, and it has been helpful so far, certainly in cutting down on the referred pain that I'm experiencing, and also just the the difficulty that comes, you know, like you want to work out and you want to take care of yourself, but it's really hard if you're hurting all the time, right? So those are just some of the things that I've tried. I do hope that it is helpful for you guys. God knows, for those of you who deal with pain, it is such, it can be a very stressful thing, and you've definitely got to have a good support network. And I'm very, very blessed with the people in my life who love me and who take care of me on a regular basis whenever I'm having physical issues. So I'm really, I'm hopeful that it's going to help some people out there. And guys, don't feel like you have to do all of this at once. I'm sure for those of you who have dealt with pain, or you know somebody who struggled with pain, just trying one new thing at a time into your regime allows you to kind of assess and see, okay, this works for me or this doesn't work for me. So let me encourage you, try, you know, get a couple of things and just kind of try them, rotate them in and out of your schedule. If you can get just one thing, like one single thing, let me encourage you. The Salon Pause patches and or the Dr. Christopher's Complete Tissue and Bone Repair. These, I think, especially, this is the quick relief and this is the, okay, we're going to build the body back. The Salon Pause patches really help me a lot. They're like $1 a piece. They're cheap. They're easy to apply, and they have long-lasting pain relief. So I hope it was helpful for you guys today. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to me, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. Also, we got the new schedule for 2016 coming out for the Patriot Nurse classes, Medical Prep 101 and 201 all over the country. For the 2016 schedule, let me just kind of spout off some of the places we're going to. Charlotte, North Carolina, Boise, Idaho, Des Moines, Iowa. Oh, I gotta think about this. I just made it yesterday, right? Des Moines, Iowa, going to Philadelphia, going to Dallas, Texas, going to Phoenix, Arizona. Let's see here, go Portsmouth, is that right? Yes, Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And I feel like there's more places. Oh yes, in Jacksonville, Florida, as well as many others. So make sure and check it out at the website, thepatriotnurse.com. Hope it was helpful for y'all. And for now, it's Patriot Nurse signing off, and I will see you guys later. Bye.